Welcome to another exciting fishing adventure, folks. Today I'm doing something that I don't usually do. I'm here at a super secret, secluded fishing spot that nobody knows about, and that is 100% sarcasm there. I'm in fishing an urban spot. Missouri River's behind me here, and I'm across the river from the big city, and let's see if there's some fish in here. I'm going to be fishing for both catfish and carp, or pretty much anything that wants to feed off the bottom. I got a cut bait and carp bait. The carp bait the hook bait is going to be corn. That's vanilla flavored corn. Before I start messing with that, I need to get a little bit of water for hand washing purposes. Yeah, a little city water. Make a little flat spot here for my bucket to sit. Okay. And I'll do some more explaining here as I get baited up. First thing I'm going to do is get these carp baits on. Like I said, we've got the boiled feed corn here. Ouch! And I'm going to put three kernels of this boiled feed corn on the hair rate. It is evening. It's about 5 o'clock, and we're into fall now. It's almost October, so it gets dark around 7:30. Sunset is 7:15. It'll be pitch black by 8. Oh, a boat just went by, so now there's waves. Okay. Yeah, there's not a lot of boat traffic on this river, but a boat just went by a few minutes ago, so now I got like waves. As you can see, there's a wing dam right there. I'm on upstream side of a wing dam. I'm going to be casting my baits down there, right along the face of that wing dam. Hopefully there's no more boats that are going to go by, because these waves can really disrupt a bank fisherman's setup here. This pack bait is some stuff that I put together at home before I left. It is made up of old-fashioned oats and some sweet feed pellets and a can of corn, and I think I put some apple juice and vanilla in there too, just for a little extra liquid. Looks pretty good. I'm going to put these carp baits out first, and then I'll get out the cut bait and show you what I'm using for that. I thought I'd just go for multi-species today, because I really don't know what I'm getting into here. I fished here before a couple of times over the years and never caught much of anything, and I just thought I'd give it a try again. And this bait's just a little bit too crumbly. Out in that heavy current, that's just going to get stripped off in 5 seconds if it's not stuck on real good. I'm just going to add just a splash of water, just give it a little bit more moisture. That's a little better. Yeah, I'm just going to pack this on as tight as I can get it. I really want to pack it on real tight, because this current here is ripping. Out in the main current, I bet it's more than 10 miles an hour. Over here along the edge, I don't know. Really, the only place there's hardly any current is right up against the wing dam there. But there's still this current even right in front of me here. This river's just super narrow and channelized. You drive 40-50 miles upstream, this river is a mile wide, and it's bottlenecked down to just 100 yards wide here. And it's just, there's no habitat. It's just a channel. There's wing dams and tall rock banks on the other side. There's no habitat. Any trees or anything that gets landed here just gets buried by sand probably the same day. I don't know how many fish are hanging out here. I'm sure there's a few, but let's see if I can catch 1 or 2 of them. First bait's gonna go real close to the bank down there. All right, that felt like about 4 or 5 feet of water there. That was a little farther off. That was a little farther off the shoreline than I wanted, but that was probably 20 feet that way. But I'll go with that. I'm gonna set the drag quite a bit tighter than I normally would in a lake, because if I catch a fish, I'm gonna need to horse them to keep them out of that main current. If I hook a fish and it heads out into the main current, I think that's just gonna be it. I don't think there's any chance of fighting even a 5-pound carp against a 10-mile-an-hour current. Main target for those two is going to be, common carp and grass carp. We'll see. The other one's just going to be some meat on a hook, and the heaviest sinker I got in here is a 5 ouncer. I'll start with that. Start with 5 and see how it goes. I can add more onto these sliders if I need to. Cut bait is just some tilapia from the grocery store. Just gonna put a pretty small chunk to start with, I guess. Yeah, just a slip sinker rig on this one. There's that 5 ouncer on a slider, 1 foot a leader. I think that's a 4-aught octopus hook there. I'm just fishing small. The most likely thing I'm gonna catch here is gonna be a channel catfish or gar. There's lots of gar in here. There's lots of things that would eat a piece of meat. There's lots of turtles. I don't know, let's just see what happens. This one I'm gonna wing it, try to get kind of down near the point of that wing dam down there. Well, that was deep. Wow. That was probably 15 feet deep. And it seems like it's staying put on the bottom there. Good. Some jingle bells here. I like to hook the bells onto the bank stick rather than the rod. As long as the bank stick's not in some, real rigid stuff, that's plenty of jingle to let me know. That way when I pick up the rod, I don't have to worry about taking that bell off. There are blue catfish in this river, of course, but I don't think they come up this far north very much. People do catch them once in a while, I see, but I don't know. I think they're kind of a unicorn fish this far north. I was down there looking at something. This could have been just a piece of debris running into my line. Could have been a silver carp or oh, there's a bite. There's a bite. There's a bite. There's a bite. Yes. Oh, I got a double. I got a double. I got a double. Oh, I got a triple. Oh my goodness. Unless the one fish is in all the lines. No, these are definitely two separate fish. And that meat is going off too. Oh man, what is going on? All right, well, I got to do something here. I got to pick one. All right. One's gonna stay. I'm just gonna fight this one and see what happens here. Oh, the lines are tangled. What a tangled mess. What a tangled mess. I think maybe just this one fish was in all my other lines. But this fish is down right next to the bank down here now. Trying to walk down, keeping away from all the lines. No, that one's pulling drag too. I do have a second fish on that other line. Well, this is surprising. Fast and furious. Show yourself. Yeah, it's a common carp. Come on in. Come on in. Yes, yes. All right. I need to do something about this other line. It's getting drag pulled. I didn't even get the mat out because honestly I thought I was gonna get skunked just sitting here, but we'll lay this guy on the wet sand here and he'll be just fine. Bring him over here to show you real quick. This is a pretty decent fish. 5 to 7 pounds, I guess. Big river carp. Back he goes. Oh, thanks. Yeah, thanks a bunch. Okay, I think I still have a fish on this other one. Definitely. And that third line, nothing's happening there. I'm not sure if there was a fish on there or if that was just getting tangled up in with these carp lines. This fish has swam out. He's not out in the main current, but he's way out there. Definitely gonna swim across my other line. Whatever this is coming in really easy. It's gonna be one of two things: either channel catfish that's given up the fight already, or it's a grass carp. It's gonna be easy and then it's gonna freak out when it gets right here in front of me. No, neither. Wrong. Common carp. Okay. Doesn't take much of a fish to... Get in here. Doesn't take much of a fish to make a good fight in this strong current. Well, isn't this something? 2 fish in the first 10 minutes. Aren't expectations quite a thing? Because I'm pleasantly surprised by these 2 small fish. Got my heart thumping right off the bat with a double. Sweet. Alright, go ahead. Oh, see ya. Well, I suspect that this one was maybe just getting caught up in those other... Yeah. I don't think there's anything on this meat line here. On the squeaker reel. By the time I get to this point in the year and into the fall, there's a lot of dirt and sand build up in my reels. I'll clean them in the fall, or in the winter. That back out there. In case you're wondering, I have not pre-baited this spot at all, or thrown out any kind of bait of any kind other than what's attached to my hook and line here. So that's kind of cool. There's a couple fish hanging out right here near this wing dam. I almost didn't come do this tonight because I thought it might be a waste of time. Guess I was wrong about that. Yeah, I got a little bit closer to the wing dam there on that one. I'm pretty sure I forgot to check the hook on that one. I'm getting so excited. Alright, that hook's good. There's some pretty good depth there. 7 to 8 feet, it was, I'm guessing, is where that last bait just went. Fish on. It's been a while. It's probably been a half an hour since I had that double. This fish is swimming upstream. Perfect. Perfect. Get away from my other lines. I'm gonna let this fish swim upstream and then I'll catch him on the downstream with my net, I think. Ooh, I think this is a good fish. The boil that fish made me think it's... Oh, it is a grass carp. It is. Looked like a long, really long fish compared to a common carp. Yeah, it's a grass carp. Finally. I've been wanting to catch a few of these. Yes, got him. Got him on the downstream. Let that current push him down into my net. These grass carp always freak out as soon as you get them on the bank. Let him freak out over there for a few minutes. I'm getting a jingle on my other rod over here. I don't know what's going on there. Probably a turtle. It's on the meat rod over there. Let this fish wear himself out a little bit right here. I'm gonna keep his eyes covered. This is a nice fish. I don't know what the weight is, probably about 10 pounds. Long torpedo-like fish always. Oh, he's gonna freak out. But yeah, I'll open his eyes here real quick. There he is. See, they have a different mouth than a common carp. But they eat mostly vegetables though. Big tail. Caught a 38-pound one of these one time. Back in the water. Alright, get out of here. Before I rebait, I'm gonna reel in this meat line here, see it's been getting little hits. And nothing, I don't know, something's been picking at this. Let's see if I have any bait left. Yeah, it's all there. I'll chuck it back out there. Well, that grass carp came on the bait that was closest to the bank, closest to the shore, in the shallowest water. It's probably only 3 or 4 feet of water there, which is not surprising. Most of the time when I come to this river, no matter where I am on this river, I see grass carp swimming right next to the bank. Within 5 feet of the bank, I see grass carp. So that seems like what they do around here. I think I mentioned it. Yeah, grass carp. I caught like a 38 pounder quite a few years ago, maybe 5 years ago or more. I don't know. There's a video of it if you want to go back and find it on my channel. It's there. That was a massive fish, but they get way bigger than that, way bigger than 38 pounds. I think the state record grass carp is 80 or something like that. Huge fish. Guess I'm just gonna put this right back down there in the same spot, maybe 20 feet, maybe less than that, 15 off the bank right here. Shallow stuff. I'll take this opportunity to put some bug spray on before I start getting bit this time. I just recently started using this stuff, this clean fill stuff with it's picaridin, not DEET. Awesome, my new favorite bug spray. Yep, that's real. That's that shallow bait again, the shallowest one. I'm trying to horse him. Just trying to horse him away from my other lines, but it's too late for that. He's getting in them. Okay. I love it when they swim upstream like that. That most of the time has been helpful. Swim upstream. Yeah, do it. Do it. Go. Get away from my other lines. Get up there. Good. I'm gonna follow him up there. I think this might be another grass carp based on the way it's fighting. I would think a common carp would have came up and done a tail slap by now. Yeah. Show yourself. What is this? Look like black fins. Is this a buffalo maybe? Maybe it's a buffalo. Current's still pretty swift here. It's probably 3 miles an hour right here in front of me, and so I'm trying to get him up above me, and then I'm gonna hurry up and get the net out and let the current push him into the net. If I can get him to stop for a second. Yeah, I think this is a buffalo. Either that or it's a odd colored carp. Oh, it isn't. It is an odd colored carp. Okay, got him. There's those 3 kernels of corn on the hair. Where's the hook? Okay. Yeah, this is an unusual. Common carp has dark fins, dark gray tail. All the fins have like black. The rays are kind of black. Pretty cool fish. Really just dark fins. I thought it was maybe a buffalo or something just because I saw the fins, and it's just a unique common carp. Fish is pretty great here tonight. All right, so long. Have a nice day or evening. The sunlight is dwindling. Maybe 15 minutes till sunset, and then maybe 20-30 minutes of twilight after that. Hopefully I can get my rig out of this net before then. Sometimes it's just better to cut it and start over. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Yep. Every fish except for one that I've caught so far have come from the one shallowest, closest to the bank, so I'll have to keep that in mind. That's a pattern for sure. Boom. Yeah, 2-3 feet of water right there. It'd be interesting to maybe try baiting one time and see what happens. You know, like come fishing here and then throw some bait out before I leave, and then come back the next day and see. Oh, something just hit this as I was reeling it in. Yeah, I think I might do some experimenting in this spot here. Now that I think about it, I think all the other times that I've tried fishing here was before I had any interest in carp fishing. I was fishing for catfish and pike and, you know, stuff. But the normal stuff, I don't think this might be the first time. Yeah, for sure. This is the first time I've tried fishing for carp here. And just like my past experiences with fishing, the meat on the hook is getting no attention here. There's no habitat in this urban channel here. It's just fast moving water and no habitat. It's probably not much for catfish. Now I've read that it's thought that these highly channelized sections of this river are completely devoid of fish during most of the winter. Like the fish there's no fish here because there's no habitat. There's nowhere to spend the winter, and that doesn't surprise me at all. It's just a channel. I suspect that most of the fish that you find here are on their way, either up or down, not actually living here or reproducing here or doing anything here. They're on their way, one way or the other. That'd be my guess. Oh. Last cast. Yes. I just talked to the camera and said thanks for watching, see you on the next one, because it's been a while without a bite, and I was just gonna maybe fish for another 10 minutes or so till it gets pretty dark. But here I am fighting another fish. This fish is right next to the bank down there. I guess I'll go down after him. I don't know. Don't know what I've got here. Surprised I haven't caught any catfish. Maybe that's what I got. Oh! I don't know if you can see anything. It's pretty dark. I can't see much. I know these GoPros are terrible in low light conditions. Yes! Yes! Got him. Yes! One last fish to end the session. You know, another 5-pound fish. Great timing, because I was just thinking about leaving. It's almost dark, and it's definitely past the dark enough where you probably don't want to be walking around by the riverfront by yourself here in the city. So I'm going to get out of here, let this fish go. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. See you on the next one.